Hello all, welcome to this month edition of Pallikkutam Digest for Students presented by Rajagiri Media. Each month, we bring you the most exciting, meaningful and inspiring learning stories from around the world so you can grow, reflect and lead in your own unique journey. This month, our theme is stories, skills, and sustainability because education today is more than textbooks and tests. It's about building your character, using your voice, and creating a future you can be proud of. So, here is the first story: learning to live better through stories. We begin in South Korea in 2025. Jing Young An from Gunsan National University published a study in the Korean Association for Learner-Centered Curriculum and Instruction. She created a character education program for college students built around storytelling. Using picture books and group discussions, students explored various values like empathy, responsibility, and perseverance. Students from K University and H University took part. Those in the storytelling group showed a statistically significant increase in both character traits and happiness measured using validated tools like the Oxford Happiness Questionnaire. So, what's the takeaway? Don't underestimate the power of a story. It can shape your decisions, boost your confidence, and help you grow into someone you truly admire. Next story: bilingual brilliance, two languages, one voice. We head to Turkey, where Pelin Ircin from the University of Western Ontario, Canada, explored a bilingual classroom through an 18-week case study. Published in 2025 in the International Journal of Applied Linguistics, the study focused on translanguaging, where Turkish English bilingual students used both languages during storytelling. The students moved between languages to build meaning, ask questions, and explain ideas. This led to what researchers call epistemic diversity, different ways of knowing and expressing. The message is clear: if you speak more than one language, use all of it. It's not a limitation, it's a strength. Translanguaging can boost your creativity and deepen your thinking. Story number three: culture meet creativity, the CIPBL model. Now let's look at art and vocational education. In a 2025 study published in the International Journal of Academic Research in Progressive Education and Development, Jin Huan Yabo and Khairul Azhar bin Jamaluddin from University Kebangsaan, Malaysia, introduced a new model, CIPBL, Cultural Integration Project Based Learning. In China, students often face the gap between classroom skills and cultural understanding. CIPBL filled this gap by combining project based learning with cultural depth and industry relevance. Students collaborated on real world projects, connected with industry experts, and developed portfolios that celebrated both creativity and local culture. It reminds us: don't leave your roots behind. Let your culture power your projects. That's where originality and meaning truly come alive. Here is the story number four: ancient wisdom for modern design. Story number four: ancient wisdom for modern design. Again from the University Kebangsaan, Malaysia, Yung Huan Wang and team published a 2025 study in the Journal of Eco-Humanism that brings sustainability into the spotlight by learning from traditional architecture. Students studied Chinese cave dwellings and Japanese wooden houses to understand natural insulation, eco-materials, and cultural design. Then they applied those lessons in design workshops and sustainable architecture projects. The study also introduced a three-part assessment model to evaluate cultural understanding, technological use, and ecological responsibility. So, if you are in design, engineering, or planning, think long term. Build not just for beauty, but for balance. Let nature and heritage guide your innovation. Here is the final story: leveling up with learning games. Finally, we traveled to Malaysia again, where Muhammad Saki Shahabuddin of College University Islam Perlis published a structured review in 2025 in the Journal of Advanced Research in Applied Sciences and Engineering Technology. His research examined 23 recent studies on gamification, how adding game like features to lessons can improve learning across all age groups. The findings: gamification increases motivation, participation, and academic performance, but only when it's done with clear goals, feedback, and thoughtful design. Whether it's earning points, unlocking levels, or completing challenges, game-based learning help you stay engaged and push your limits. So think like a gamer, study like a player on a mission, and never forget every challenge completed builds your experience points in life. So that's all. This month we saw how storytelling builds character, bilingualism opens minds, culture strengthens creativity, and games make learning a quest. So here is your student challenge of the month. Pick one story from your own life and share it in writing, art, video, or conversation. Reflect on what it taught you and how it shaped who you are, because every student has a story worth telling and every month is a new chapter. Thank you for joining us for this edition of Pallikudam Digest for Students presented by Rajagiri Media. We will see you next month with more stories to grow, guide, and inspire. Thank you.